Because her husband is a middle school teacher and she worked in a school herself, she has a lot of connections with school staff from when she was employed and her husband's colleagues. All right, collection building. When I interviewed her, I asked her a few questions. So for collection building, I asked, how do you decide which children's books to add to the library's collection? And she responded with there being a specific staff member with a master's degree in library science who focuses on building the collection of the library, and her specific area is children's books. She also gets a list sent to her every month with popular library books that other libraries are using, and she reviews that. Online, there's also a form that people can fill out to request a specific book if the library does not have it. She also does an ongoing evaluation of books to watch the condition and the number of copies. Engaging young readers. I asked her what strategies do you use to engage children with reading, and they have a couple different programs that they do. So that also led to my second question with, can you share some successful programs or events you've hosted for young readers? So those two questions kind of go hand in hand. They do a summer discovery program where they bring children in and get them excited about reading. They also do story times for various age groups. So I know there's one for younger children before kindergarten, and then like elementary age. And then they do have a 1,000 books program for before kindergarten. And every so many books that they read, they can go in and pick a prize. And that's all for kids that are under kindergarten age. So 4 and under, 5 and under. So even obviously they're not reading the books, but they're listening to them. They're looking at the pictures. They're exploring them. So I thought that was a really neat program. And then I asked her, how do you cater to different age groups within the children's sections? So she explained that how they're organized by sections. So there's board books, there are picture books, chapter books, nonfiction, fiction. So a lot of those would also do different age groups. So picture books would be, younger elementary or preschool aged. The board books would be babies, toddlers. Chapter books would be getting into that later elementary age and middle school. And then nonfiction and fiction can really be any age. So it just kind of depends. I know they did it in categories. So like different authors, like Pete the Cat were in one area, Curious George in another area, holiday books were in another area. And then they had bookshelves at various heights so that kids could see them at their eye levels. Another section they had was the step readers in a certain area. So those would be like step 1 books, step 2 books. And those are nice for elementary aged kids. Creating a welcoming environment. I asked her a couple questions, one of them being, what elements do you think are essential for creating a welcoming environment in the children's section? So some things that they have is their computer station. They also have a computer station where you get to self-check out your books. So that's kind of neat. They have social media and their website with like an events calendar because they host a lot of events there. They have a Libby reading app that allows people to listen to audiobooks. And then they also have a Beanstack app, which is like a reading tracker. They do a lot of school tours. They invite schools to come in and they'll do a tour and a story time. And then they also do story times at local businesses. They also do author visits. So they reach out to authors, ask them to come in and read to an audience. And then something I found really neat is that she knows a retired science teacher and asked him to come in and do like a mad science class once a month. Where he just does science experiments, which I thought that was really neat. And then an art teacher, so they come in and do art classes. And then this one really surprised me. They have a physics professor from the local college that comes in and does demonstrations, you know, science experiments like that. And that's more targeted for ages 15 and up. So that's really nice to get a wide variety of ages involved. And then this little visual right here, I thought was really cute. It's a fox box. It says, change your mind about a book, put it in this fox box, and a librarian will put it away. So that's a nice way to keep their library organized too. And then finally, some changes I would make. I thought that the playroom could use some more story character dramatic play, like puppets, or like specific book characters like Pete the Cat or Curious George. I thought that would be nice. As well as some visuals too, some more posters. I did see one Pete the Cat poster, but I thought maybe it would be nice to have a variety as well. And then I thought that I would implement putting different seating in there. So some more unique, fun seating, like some tents or a form of hammocks, some rocker chairs, lounges. I thought those two visuals of chairs looked super comfy that I would probably add to my library if I owned one. Some interesting features that I liked about the library is that they had a cute little bookworm bike rack, which was super cute. They offered some story to go kits, some activity backpacks with STEM learning, some puzzles, things like that. And then they also had recreational sports equipment rentals, so like sandcastle toys and snow molders, snowshoes, pickleball, things like that you could check out and rent too. And then the final thing that I thought was really interesting is that they have 15 locations, the East Central Regional Library does. So Cambridge is just one of them. So it's a very large library. Okay, thanks.